All right. All right. Good evening, everybody. It is Shauna Michelle Poe and the One Person Big Difference family. Love you all in the Life Manage crew. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are coming off of a powerful weekend of GoPro and so many other things that have been going on. And we are just so excited for it. So for those of you that are new, we always want to welcome you first and foremost to this family. It's an unbelievable gift. It's a mission. It's a responsibility. And for those of you that are out there that watched and were a part of GoPro this weekend, I don't know if you feel this way, but I definitely do. That responsibility, that mission of why are we here, why we are here, what we are to do, and all of that is just heightened even more and more with complete vision of where we're going and what's happening. And when I say vision of where we're going and what's happening, I just want to say, I don't know if you saw my post, you guys, but be proud of LifeVantage. Not only did we just ring the NASDAQ, we're publicly traded on the NASDAQ. The earnings call just went out today, which was a lot of fun. We listened to our CEO and CFO live today, and they're also announcing dividends, which Sean, for 10 seconds, can you just explain the beauty of that? And then we'll play that video.
If you're a stockholder, they are giving you dividends. I'm not a financial advisor anymore.
Yes, he's not a financial advisor, but it's very exciting and we're very proud of the company. And it's just another thing to just build your belief and your excitement on you guys. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. So, okay, let's play the video and we're just going to get our minds ready. Eric and some others had talked about this video when they were on, and I don't know if everybody watched it, but we're going to watch it again. I saw this years ago, so it was so good to have the refresher.
How do I know? And a lot of times when people hear the phrase, how do I know? The next thing they say is what? How do I know what? But the key really isn't to know what. The key is to know why. Because when you know your why, you have options on what your what can be. For instance, my why is to inspire people to walk in purpose. My what is stand-up comedy. My what is writing books. My what can be going out with some friends to eat. In fact, another what that has moved me towards my why is a web series that we have out now called Break Time. So every Wednesday at 3 o'clock, you should subscribe to the channel. We do a series called Break Time on YouTube. So 3 o'clock, we drop a new episode. One episode in particular, I'm about to show you a clip to. We were in Winston-Salem. So Break Time, this is how it works. I travel the country, I do stand-up comedy, probably an hour, hour and a half at an event. And in the middle of my show, I'll just sit down and start talking to the audience. And funny just happens. Or I'll meet somebody who's really interesting. So I met this one guy, and he said that he teaches music at a school. I was like, all right, you teach music, you know, can you sing? And then I'm just gonna show you the clip. Check it. So you're a musical director. Cool.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let me get a couple bars of like Amazing Grace. Can you do the first part of that? Go ahead.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
Wow. That bro could sing, you know what I'm saying? All right. Now, what you give me the version is if your uncle just got out of jail, you got shot in the back when you was a kid. I'm just saying, let me see the hood version real quick, if you know which version I'm talking about. Just see if that exists. Let me see what you got.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I see.
So here's the thing. The first time I asked him to sing, he knew what he was doing. The second time I asked him to sing, he knew why he was doing it. When you know your why, your what has more impact because you're walking in or towards your purpose.
Sick of hiring setters that barely book calls for your
I'm gonna have the same problem.
AI instead. We use
Again.
5 different AI-driven
It disappears.
high-quality leads and appointments, and saw a 139% increase in lead to pickup rate, and even doubled our lead to call
I don't
rate
know what it
without any
is.
human or manual intervention. And here's how you can too. Listen
Hey,
up,
but
my
you
name is Joey West.
Huh?
We have a business
You
called
can mute it.
13.
I'll mute, but
AI-driven solutions to
it's
help
connected.
IT coaches and
There we go.
consultants scale faster without human constraints limiting them. This means we have
Oh.
pretty much exterminated human error.
all right. I don't know why it disappears completely as soon as it's over.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Does anybody still have chills? I literally still have chills all through my body. All through my body. So I'm going to send that out through Telegram. It'll be out there on Facebook. You guys can grab that. What if you started your morning with that every day? Oh my gosh, right? Just a reminder. And remember your passion, your conviction, your why behind the sharing matters every single day. And so get back to that and let that drive you and get out of your way, feel the fear and do it anyway. You're here for a reason. The people that are in front of you are there for a reason. So let them feel that magic. So Sarah, I was going to be starting somewhere else, but through our talk this morning and you being a pastor's daughter, I think after listening to that, I think you better start out and share with us what you felt and learned. Everybody get your pens and paper ready tonight because they're going to add some value for you. So Sarah, from that, it's flowing over to you, my sister.
It's hard to start when you're crying.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's amazing. And also I love the message because I'm wearing my shirt. First time ever. Remember your why. Remember your why. Yeah.
Hey.
Look at that.
Oh, nobody knows how to write that but Sean. Of course. Of course.
That was awesome. I'm so honored and humbled to be able to share with you all tonight. And like Michelle said, when she asked me to speak, I said, I am a pastor's daughter. And so 3 minutes turns into 30 real fast. So I'll do my best to keep it short. But this weekend, I did spend all 3.5+ hours listening to Eric Worre. And I was so thankful that I dedicated not only that time. I mean, $7 is not much, but the time is usually what's harder to give up than anything. And I have learned over and over in life how important it is to keep showing up and keep plugging in, because we have nothing to give if our cup isn't full, and we have to keep filling it up and keep filling it up. And so sometimes it's things like these where we might get like a little tidbit and it's enough to send us from being flat to just taking off with full on momentum and passion. And so he gave me more, way more than a tidbit. Like I have pages and pages and pages of notes. And, I was trying to go through them and be like, what stood out to me? What's important? And it's so hard because I'm going through my notes and like, oh, this part was so good. Oh, this part. And it was really hard to pick and choose. But I loved how he talked about like the difference between hot market and warm and cold, and specifically how you talk to those people and how you work with them, like asking your hot market people, the people that you're closest to, like at the end of it all, no matter what, will you please push me to be the best that I can be? And that was a key takeaway for me, because really the hot market sometimes is the hardest for me, and the people that hurt the most. Like he encouraged us not to take it personally, but those are your people. And so if at the end you can wrap up with that, and I think it kind of like loosens the connection of like, hey, this isn't about me making a buck off of you. This is about, can you please help me be the best person that I can be? And then with the rest of the people, the warm and cold people, like business is all business is conversation, and that means that it's relational. And so that's all we're doing with warm and cold market people is just relating to them and reaching out. And this is what God has called us to do. He has called us to be here to walk this earth with other people. And so, all he's asking us to do is what God wants us to do, and that's to love other people and reach out to them and walk through life with them. And one last thing that I wanted to add is that when I signed up for the next level, I signed up for level 1. And, that's a little bit more of a sacrifice than $7. But like I said, we want to keep filling our cups. And he was phenomenal and spoke right to me. So he was like, it was an easy yes for me. Like, I need more of that. I need more of that consistently. But what I loved is that when I had to scroll through and pick my company that I was with, I had to scroll for a long time to get to LifeVantage. Like, there were so many companies represented there. And yet I felt like we are set apart from all of them. And it's because not only do we intentionally are we relational because of what we do, but we're life impacting with health and wellness. And yes, it's a business. So we have transactions, but it's also spiritual for so many reasons. Like, we have products and activation that literally turn on the pharmacy in our bodies that God has given us. And we have a platform to share our testimony over and over and over through this business, not only our testimony with products, but our testimony with Jesus. And so I never want to give this up. I'm so thankful.
You're so beautiful, Sarah. Let's give Sarah some love, you guys. And I'm going to be going from person to person. So please apologize and forgive me for not edifying big time and redoing all the things big time. Just thank you so much, Sarah. We can feel your heart and value there. Jen Axman from Sioux Falls, South Dakota here. Jen, come on in. She also attended the GoPro and also did the level 1 as well. And we'll explain that towards the end. So Jen, throw us some value here, sister, please. Thank you.
Hey, Michelle, Sean, everybody. Here I am. Jen Axman, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I am blessed beyond measure to be enrolled mentors, friends of Sean and Michelle Poe. They're amazing. You guys all know that. And I'm already in tears. This weekend has been amazing for me.
You're beautiful.
I signed up for the $7 3-hour thing, and we got far more than 3 hours, And at the beginning of the day, I signed up for the VIP question and answer, and that was amazing too. And Sean and Michelle were there as part of the panel. I, at the end of the day, signed up for the GoPro Academy level 1. I've been a part of LifeVantage for 7 years. Signed up with Sean and Michelle 7 years ago. I've never fallen out, but I've always kind of taken the products here and there. I've always shown up here and there. But if you walk into my home right now, every single product is in my home. I believe in this product. I believe in LifeVantage. I believe in our leadership. I believe in network marketing. What was lost is that belief in myself. And I found it this weekend. I'm borrowing my belief in myself from Sean and Michelle, from Eric Worre. It's amazing. It's amazing. Every dollar, it's amazing. I'm going to give you one. I have a customer. I've had this customer for several years. She lives in Panama. and she comes home to Utah, Wyoming area once a year. And she buys her stock for the year. So last year, this is just for hey, this is good for our comp plan. Last year, she came home, she ordered her stuff, we talked, we caught up, we did all the things. She made her order. And whenever the next paycheck came around, I made $9 and some odd cents off of it. A couple weeks ago, she called me up and said, hey, I need to make my annual order. She ordered her stuff for the year. And last week I got a check that paid for my GoPro Academy level 1. Our new comp plan is amazing. Guys, I have immersed myself in GoPro the last few days, and I'm not going back.
Oh, we love you. Who here feels Jen? Who here feels her? Jen, I hope you can feel and see everybody, all the hearts that have been shared in the chat. We believe in you. We love you. You should see the energy and the text we've been getting, all in. And that's why this GoPro Academy is going to be so great for so many of us that do it. It's immersion. It's one of the things that we learned through Tony Robbins is immersion. Yeah, which was this weekend too, you guys. Yes, that we're able to attend. And don't worry if you guys weren't able to. We're working closely with Eric and finding some things that I'll talk about at the end. But Jen, thank you so much. And
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
All right. One of the things I learned today, or one of the things that Eric said to me today, is be willing to start messy.
Yes.
Be willing to start messy. Just go.
Amen. I love it. I was actually talking with Kevin POTUS this morning. He made some really big decisions lately and super exciting. I can see him down there in his great white shirt with his stripe here. Him and Amy just had their 7-year anniversary. Let's celebrate them, you guys. But he made a decision and he was doing some live videos this morning. He's like, you know what? It wasn't perfect. It wasn't whatever, but it was real. It was raw. It was authentic. And I said, you know what? That is beautiful. And that's what people want. They don't want perfection. They don't want all the things. It was amazing. He's convicted. So anyway, yay, Kevin and Amy, everybody. Okay. Jessica Larson, are you there, sweet pea? I know you are. If you can unmute and share and add your value, please.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm like, oh, maybe she is in the ER now.
Okay,
go for it.
All right, you guys, when Michelle asked me to share today, I was like, oh my gosh, I have so many pages of notes. What am I going to share? And I decided to be very raw with all of you because I think that's what is going to be the most helpful for all of you. And I thought maybe I was the only one that felt this way, but hearing Jen's story, I know that I'm not the only one that feels this way. So I started back with LifeVantage at the end of October, and I was instantly drawn to this company, to the products, to the research, and I was so excited about it. And honestly, my business has grown really fast. And I got to May, and I had a great May. It was the promotions were awesome, and I rank advanced to MC2, and I got in my head so bad. I have done almost nothing all summer. I have struggled with so much self-doubt. I felt like I could never keep up with the own volume that I needed to have. I felt like I would never be able to get past MC2. And I knew that I was in my own head, but I didn't know how to get out of it. I have been talking with my upline. They've been trying to encourage me. I've gone to meetings. I even tried to find my own coach. You guys, a coach that I reached out to in network marketing wanted $4,000 to get started. And I talked to Erin about it, and I just had this bad feeling that it wasn't the right investment. And so I just decided to sit on it. I didn't make the investment. I've been praying, God, like maybe, am I in a funk because this isn't meant for me? Am I in a funk because it's just not the right time? Am I supposed to wait? Well, this weekend was the right time. And I wasn't planning on listening to Eric this weekend, but Michelle and Sean messaged me. Life had been busy. I've got all these things going on. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to plug in. And if it's good, I'll stay on. If it's not good, I'll get off. And within 5 minutes, I was glued and I was on the entire time. And I am signed up for the Academy. This is what I have been praying for. I have my confidence back. My excitement has been lit again. One thing, if anybody on this call is brand new, that I have circled and underlined and have explanation marks behind is it's not about you. And I think, the first 6 to 9 months that I was in this in LifeVantage, I was so worried that I didn't know enough, that I wasn't going to be able to take it to the next level. And it's not about me. It's all about connecting those people you're talking to about the third party, to the video, to the website, to your upline, whatever it might be. I just felt like those words took the pressure right off of me and allowed me to get back to what I love doing. And that is sharing a product that I know is going to improve the health of the people I love around me. So I guess that's my biggest message. If you feel like you're in a funk, like I have been for the last couple of months, do this Academy. He will light you up. If you are worried that you don't know enough, it's not about you. Just know who your third parties are and connect them, and you're going to learn.
Oh, so good. Your comments there say fire, Jess. That was incredible. Yes, it's not about us. And he went through our entire system, you guys, this weekend. It was amazing. It was like he just wrote the whole thing for LifeVantage because it's all the ITT invite tool team use the third party. That was so amazing, Jess. Thank you so much. So much. That was beautiful. And Erin, I know you are there now. If you can unmute, please. Erin back from North Dakota.
Hi, you guys. Yes. Yes, I thought it was amazing. I went into it thinking, okay, I'm going to learn some tips because I feel like I need to be better at motivating my team, better at facing my own fears and rejection, because that's my biggest thing. It's like I take it personal. So that was the biggest thing of getting out of my head. And then sometimes not being pushy, but the biggest thing is when someone, says no initially and they have their objection of why, turning that into that's the reason you need to do it. So oh, I don't have the time. I don't have time to do this. I'm so busy. Well, that's the reason why you need to look at other avenues so that you do have time in life for the things that you love. Same way with, I don't have enough money. I can't afford it. I'm broke. I can't invest. Well, that's the reason you need to join. Let us help you be able to get the finances. Being able to educate and meet people where they're at. But at the same time, if they say no, it's not on you. Again, it's not about us. It's about them and where they're at, because I've had people that said no to me 6 months ago, and now they're messaging me wanting to be a customer and they're wanting to know more about the business. So I need to be not so afraid of talking about the business. That's something that's hard for me because I'm all about the health aspect. But again, in order to help more people as a whole, I need to be comfortable with the business aspect, because in that way, it's going to help more people. So I'm really excited for doing the Academy.
Amazing. So Jess is doing the GPA, and then Erin also is doing it. So just super exciting. You guys, we'll talk more about that. Thank you, Erin. I know Jess and Erin, oh man, on call and kids stuff. So thank you for coming here and adding so much value. And Jillette, I'm going to pass it to you quick, and we only have a few minutes left. So again, we're just cranking it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So I met Rochelle actually at a GoPro event, actually something Eric had done, and I did not recruit her, but we became really good friends. She joined LifeVantage, and she's going to share her takeaways from this weekend. Rochelle, can you unmute?
Did you say me?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't sure. I thought, is she talking about me? I'm not sure. Okay. Okay. First of all, I joined because it was only $7 to do the Eric Worre event. So that's what actually got me propelled into it. But one of the first comments that he made was, if you're broke, invest in yourself. If you're going to invest in anybody, invest in yourself. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I needed to hear. And he talked about how small changes make a big difference. And he kept talking about just one thing. And I happened to be listening to the book that by that title, Just One Thing. And it was just all really resonating with me. I think the other thing that really meant a lot to me was, he goes, you've got to remember, it's not a destination, it's a doorway. So look at someone as not a destination, but a doorway. So when people say no to me, I just go, oh, okay. And I walk away. It's like, I don't even question it, you know? And he started talking about how you can just say, well, do you know someone else that might be interested, or do you know? And just various different questions that were like really poignant and very right on. And as he went into his whole program, and the fact that it was only $7 blows me away, because there was so much content in this. It was way worth so much more. And as the one gal said, you know, $4,000 for a coach. And it's like, he pours into people because he can. And he wants you to succeed. And you got that from him. That I got that from him this go around. So I decided to go ahead and join the very first one of his programs. And oh my gosh, I love it. I already went through the first series, and it's like he's talking right to you. I mean, I realize it's a video. It's hard for me to say this, but I feel like he's sitting there and just right in my living room and talking to me. And you get so much more out of it. And to realize that, you know, I'm in my 60s, I'm almost 70. And for the first time, I feel like I'm learning to dream. I'm actually dreaming, and I'm realizing what my why is. And I'm going for this. It's like, I can pour into me because I'm worth me. And one of the things that Lisa Nichols says, and I have it up on my board, is sometimes you have to hold on to what others believe about you until you can believe it. And that's what I've been doing. Jolynn has actually believed in me, along with Amy and others. And she's poured into me. And that's what I love about this company. I don't know of any other company that does this. I really don't. And I was involved in a few before I got involved in this one. And it's all so worth it. It's just worth it.
Oh my gosh, there are actual tears running down my face right now. So I love you so much. And you know me, I don't say things I don't truly believe. And I believe you can do this. And you are doing this. It's amazing. Amazing. Oh my word. I have one more person that wants to share. Dr. Jennifer was blown away by Eric Worre. And so I am just going to have her share real quick. She is a great friend of mine. I say we speed dated because we didn't know each other a year ago. But I love her with all my heart. She's amazing, and she's going to share her takeaways too.
So I first just wanted to say we have the most amazing leaders and coaches in this business. And Jolynn said something to me tonight. She said, complain up and encourage down. And I'm going to raise her on that and say, connect up and encourage down, because that's actually what she's taught me. Like, she has taught me how to continue to connect up. And I was more than blown away with that this weekend, about me getting out of my own head and truly just continuing to connect people to the people that make sense to them. Quit trying to fit myself into who they are, and truly just connect them with like-minded people, whether they're a physical therapist, a chiropractor, a hairstylist, a nutritionist. Like, build that group of people that you can connect with and just keep connecting people. And I'm so excited about that third-party validation. So my takeaways this weekend really, like, if I could wrap it up in 2 words, it would be simplicity and peace. Because he was so simple and straightforward and also so peaceful while doing it. And it just created so much confidence, but also a really positive, beautiful energy as well. My things that I loved were be a human while also being a gift. And I think anytime I connect with anybody, how awesome to just be talking to somebody and know like you have a gift for them at all times. You have a gift for them, whether it's healing or whether it's financial, you have a gift that you can share with them. And that is a huge blessing. And then second step, connect them with the next person that makes sense to connect them with. And then every single time you go through the 6 steps. What do you like best? What is your level of interest? How much would you need to make? How many hours could you work a week? How many months are you willing to work to get there? And if you can show them more, what would they need to do? Or if they're ready, what would they need to do to make that next step? And then just getting out of your own head and not taking it personally. Like, great, I'm excited that you're ready to get going. Let me show you how to do this. Or that's fine. If you're not ready right now, let me know when you are ready, because this is going to be a great opportunity at any point in time in your life. And it was such a blessing to just know that we have like these leaders that continue to pour into us. Sean and Michelle, like Michelle must have texted me at least 6 times about, are you going to be on this call? Are you connected to this? Are you signed up? And right before the call, Jill's like, hey, are you on now? And you just constantly have these amazing leaders that truly, they're not going to do this unless they really care about you being successful, and they care. So thank you so much. I love you all.
Awesome. Awesome. I love all of this. And
No, keep going. Sorry, honey.
And some of you may be asking, what are these guys talking about? You didn't get the 6 texts. We try to make sure that we're connecting with everybody on this because it's super, super important. And he's been one of our biggest mentors in network marketing and truly one of the reasons we are where we are. For those of you that haven't seen it and want to, for $17, he's going to have a replay that you can watch as much as you want. So look for that. We're going to send out that link. And then
they're working on it. So it might be another day or so, but as soon as it's out, he's gonna get it to everybody. They're working overtime because that wasn't the original plan. Sorry to interrupt.
And then we'll also have the links for those different courses if you want to take different courses. And one thing that I would ask you guys is anytime that you're questioning what you should be doing next or who you should be getting value from, please, please, please come to us. We know pretty much every single leader, every single coach in this industry, in this profession. And I can promise you, if Michelle and I wanted to charge people $5,000 for training, we could, but we don't. And we will pour into you guys as much as you want. So please, if you're ever feeling like you need more, reach out to one of us, reach out to your leader. They can get a hold of us. We want you to have the success that you want to have in this business without the doubt. So just wanted to quickly say that. I know we have one more person as well too, Michelle.
Yes, we do. And just again, you guys remember that when he gets this replay out, like it's been in such high demand. So he was videoing us today. He's like, okay, we're working on it. We're working on it. We're going to get this link. It's going to be set up. So as soon as we get that, we'll get it out to you and then you'll have it forever. I'm telling you, you're going to want it. If you ask anybody that was on it, if you didn't get it, it was so good. And it's going to be something that you can use with your new people to keep things simple. We can't even say enough about it. And then this course, I'll send that link out so you can look at it and see, do what your heart says. I love how you listen to your heart and just decided what was right for you. And then this came. I started it last night. I'm going to be doing all the different levels and I'm going all in with that as well, because we always have this saying, like grow me, serve you. If we want to grow in this business to serve others, we have to show up. And like you had said, right, we have to invest in ourselves. So Jack, you're here Captain Jack is here and he's going to close us out. And then we have the accountability call, and any questions, like anybody that's doing the academy, I want to know as well, because I want us to stay in a tight knit group and hold each other accountable and just grow together. So you're not going to be out doing it all on your own, even though, as Rochelle, you said it, and others have said it felt like he's like speaking right to you. I know Jen felt that way too. But we're gonna keep growing together. So I want you to, whoever does it, just to reach out to me. So Captain Jack, close us out.
Ooh, that's a tough one to close. Everyone has said so many neat things. Sarah, what you were saying, I can just add to that. Jillian, there was so much to take away from this Saturday's presentation. And I guess it's another example of a 10 to 10 to 10, because you attend something like this, even though it wasn't a LifeVantage event, it still had a great effect. I was able to attend Don and Mia Krishnaswamy. I was over at their place. We all sat down together and watched this. That even made it better, being together, being with not just the group, but my family, my second family in LifeVantage. And it's one of the things I keep telling people that are interested in the business. Even though we're a corporation, we've rung the bell at the NASDAQ, we're still a family. And that's the neat thing about it. What Eric Worre was saying was kind of interesting. All of it was. And what my takeaway from it was, keep talking. But I also, it made me think I have to work on my pivot. This stuff is in my heart. I use the product. I believe in it. It frustrates me when I'm giving these potential customers a gift. I'm not selling them, I'm giving them a gift. And they kind of look at it and go, oh, really? And you go, no, this is a gift of health. And eventually people come around, but it's a little frustrating when you say, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, and you don't want it. But keep talking, as you said, and I have to work on my pivot, because I think sometimes it's so much in my heart that I force it too soon, and I need to just keep talking and listen to what they have to say, and then ask the right questions to get them more interested.
I love that so much. And you know what else he said, which made me think of because we're all growing. Oh my gosh, if you guys would have seen me at the very beginning. Oh, holy guacamole. But he said, quantity, right, brings quality. So the more we do, 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 the more we do. Then it's like, oh my gosh, I'm figuring this out a little bit more. So just remember that as you're going through it, if I just keep going and going and going and going, it's going to feel better. It's going to feel, it's just like that. These barriers just kind of start breaking down from all of us, and we're all human. Sean and I were speaking with somebody today, and he woke up and he said, I woke up human. We're all human. We all start somewhere. We all start in this business 0.00. So grow, give yourself grace, get excited, plug in. We'll get you all those details. I know we're a little bit over here, but I hope you felt this was a value. We could have like 2 hours easy of everybody sharing tips and tricks. So go amongst yourselves, talk to different people. Jack, thank you so much. It's always amazing to hear from you. You always show up. It's so beautiful. Thank you, everybody that spoke tonight. Can we just give them hearts and love and vulnerability and truth and dreaming? I don't know, Rochelle, were you on the VIP and to the call this weekend?
You mean the question answer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Okay. So powerful. Okay. Well, love you guys. If you're staying on for the accountability call, please stay here, and then we'll pass it over to Miss Tanya Sheldon to finish that. But we just love you. This is so special what we have here. So get it into that gorgeous soul. John, you can stop recording, and then we'll pass it to Tanya.